I'm about to whip somebody's ass. Oh, I'm about to whip somebody's ass. Oh, if you don't leave me alone, you're gonna have to send me home, 'cause I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
No matter what the technical difficulty is, this man is a professional. He goes all the way.
What you represent to them is freedom.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
Was an extremely great conservative commentator.
Classified my ass.
Government is another way to say better than you.
Well, this is Jersey Joe for the Reaver Common Sense Show.
Want the fact-heads to give you a blessing?
8 p.m. on shrmedia.com.
And welcome to the Reaver of Common Sense. I'm your host, Jersey Joe. How's everybody doing? It is Tuesday, November the 3rd, at noontime. God, you gotta love technology. Late getting on the air due to a little software issue. Our one program, which loves to give me trouble, gave me trouble. That's why I was late getting on. Does that mean I get detention? Probably not. But you never know. So, all right, we're going to get right into a couple this topic, and there's like 3 articles I got from it. And the first one I want to bring up is the title says Anonymous starts unmasking alleged KKK members, which fine, I don't care, couldn't give a crap. You want them unmask them, go ahead. But isn't that being a hypocrite? You're talking about unmasking and taking the hood off and exposing who these people are. As Anonymous hides behind a mask, hides behind computer screens, and does what they do. Sometimes it's been for good, sometimes it's been for evil. You know, I'm not knocking or saying what they're doing either way, but sitting there talking about unmasking members to show them to society, show society who they really are, as they hide behind a mask. That just kind of, anybody else see the hypocrisy in that? It's kind of say as I do. Wait a minute. Do as I say and not as I do. It just, and then yesterday there was this release of information. They had released senators and mayors that were a part of the KKK, and news agencies all over jumped all over it. Oh, they had to be the first to get that list out. They had to get that list out. Wait a minute. Anonymous has already came out and said that was not them. That was somebody else. They have no affiliation to that person. And so far, from my understanding, the person has admitted it is a fake list. You have a gay mayor on the list of KKK members. If you don't know about the KKK, if you're gay, they would have killed him. They have also, this one's really funny, the KKK has a member who's a sheriff, according to this list, David A. Clark. Sheriff Clark has been outed as a member of the what the... I hate these pop-ups. Almost. I don't think you can hear them, but yeah, they're real bad on my end. Yeah, so they have outed Sheriff Clark, who is a black gentleman, as a KKK member. This is so funny, the list that person put out. And now, is there a list that Anonymous says they're going to put out on the 5th? Well, it's kind of tainted now, isn't it? I would say it's tainted. And maybe that's what the purpose of this guy was, putting out a fake list and causing a stir. But I find it funny, the media jumping on it so fast. They may have ruined people's names for the rest of their lives because they jumped on a false story. Now, I'm not going to put the list out there that is out there. It is. And Anonymous has admitted that the list they have is from a hacked account that they took over. And this is the information they found in the account. This could be somebody they contacted, and it could be someone they contacted that had nothing to do with the KKK, but their name's going to get released and tagged along with the KKK. They are not thinking exactly. They think they're doing good, but they could be ruining people's names that have nothing to do with the KKK. Nothing. But yet lives are going to be ruined because of the stigma and the association that this organization is going to give. And again, I just, they say they're going to expose. They're going to expose these people hooded that have hid from the public, that have covered their face and not allowed the public to find out who they are. And that is hypocrisy at its best. And then when you have an organization, as you do, where there's no official members, no way to tell who's who, you have fake lists being put out. Again, one of the mayors is gay. And he's associated with a white hate supremacy group. Yeah. It just... The Twitter account, Anonymous, your anonymous news. The post bin links sent to us regarding hashtag OPKKK were sent to us by anonymous individuals. The actual release for Operation KKK will be 5th of November. This account has not yet released any information. We believe in due diligence and will not recklessly involve innocent individuals. Hashtag OPKKK. Problem is, you already have been reckless. You already have involved innocent people in this. Whether you release that information or not, this is directly linked to what you're doing. You have created this. You have caused this. You have caused these people to be tainted when there's nothing there. It was a false accusation. Now it'll follow them because of you, Anonymous, because of what you did. Whether you like the group or not. I don't like KKK, but unfortunately, just as the Black Panthers and Muslims have the right to free speech, so do they. I don't see you going after any Muslim groups. I don't see you going after the Black Panthers. I don't see you going after this administration. But yet, you are going to target innocent people. For more information about Operation KKK, we will refer to the official @operations_KKK Twitter account. This account has not yet released any information. We believe in due diligence. It will not... Sorry. It's a skip of the other one. And we respect the work of fellow freedom fighters. However, we are unable to confirm, deny, or take credit for any work that we did not do. You did do this. You did this. Your hands are muddied with this. Your hands are muddy with destroying people's lives. Why don't you take the mask off and come out like you want the KKK? It's only fair. And again, I ain't part of KKK and I do not like them. But unfortunately, the laws of this country, First Amendment rights, they have the right to say what they want. Just as there's so many groups like Black Lives Matter that are spewing vile hate, they have the right to say it. Whether I like it or not, they have the right to say it. And I see you backing that group. You ruin someone's life. Even one life ruin. Is that worth it? Is that worth it? Now, supposedly on that list, it's 4 Republicans, 4 Democrats, mayors. Wait a minute, 4 Republican senators, 4 Democrat mayors, and a Republican mayors. And they've all denied the claim. Of course, because it was a false list that got released at the news, who's just guilty for this of jumping all over every friggin' website there is that doesn't have integrity, jumped all over it. It just... It boggles my mind. And again, you're talking about... I don't mean to harp on it. It just... You bring up the fact that they're hooded and they hide, and you're going to lift the veil on them. Lift your own veil. Lift your own veil and show society who you are. If you're supposed to be so just and right, you shouldn't have nothing to hide. It just... It just, I don't know. Everybody's so quick to destroy other people's lives for the moment of getting on the news. In a poll, Clinton Benghazi hearing eased voter concerns about emails. How friggin' stupid are you people? She sat there and lied and it eased your concerns? She outright lied. It's being showed she outright lied. There's emails all over the place of the contrary of what she said at that meeting. There is first-person accounts of that event. The people that were there that have countered what she has said. And the hearing of her lying eased your concerns. Most voters say Hillary Clinton's email controversy won't be a factor in their 2016 vote following the former Secretary of State's appearance before a high-profile congressional hearing, a new poll finds. And this country is going to go to friggin' hell because the people are too stupid and too worried about, oh, we got to vote Hillary. We want the first woman. We've had the first black person. Now we want the first woman. Woohoo! Yay! Go Hillary. That kind of thinking is destroying this country. And I have to laugh. The other day I saw, how Trump has the Make America Great Again. Well, Democrats came out with a hat. America is great as it is. Yeah, the people that destroyed this country think it's great. But then the same people that say this country is great are the same people that knock this country and say that we're a racist country. We got all these problems, and they need to change it more to how they want it. But yet, the country is great. Anybody see the hypocrisy in that? There's so much hypocrisy, people so quick, so willing to say things that they don't think about the long term and the consequences. Hillary does not deserve even to be in the race. If it was a Republican that did this, if it was a Republican that was being accused of this, having the committees to go to, the Democrats would not stand there. They'd be up fighting it and fighting it. Until the Republicans, of course, they would have laid down so fast, you would have think that the Republicans were hookers. According to the Wall Street Journal, NBC News poll released late Monday, 48% of the public now believes the presidential candidate used a private email server, while Secretary of State is not an important factor in determining whether or not to vote for her, compared to 44% just before her appearance in the House Select Committee on Benghazi. So, she can do whatever the hell she wants. Now, Petraeus' career is ruined for doing something very similar, having private, confidential information at his house. She has an unsecured email server, and they don't think that, we don't care. What is she going to do as president? If she can't handle basic security clearance as a Secretary of State, how can she handle it as a president? And then right afterwards, right after all this went down with Benghazi, what did we hear? They had to put Susan Rice out there because she could not handle the pressure of everything. She can't handle pressure of Benghazi. How can she handle the pressure of being president of the United States of America? Well, every Monday through Friday, noon to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on shrmedia.com and punditpress.com, you can catch the Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by me, Jersey Joe. Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on shrmedia.com and punditpress.com, you can catch Reaver After Dark with me, Jersey Joe, and sometimes host Crash. We'll be right back after these commercial breaks.
You have been listening to Reaver Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe.
Listening to the SHR Media Network. In a world controlled by corrupt politicians.
You got a business. You didn't build that.
A team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean.
Dude, I'm not saying Catholic, stupid.
Sackhead Clint.
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
Also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on shrmedia.com.
Times are dark. The people are misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation looking for direction needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, Pundit Press Radio, and YouTube through the SHR Media page for a different kind of commentary on the unpleasant blind guy. Because the truth is not always pleasant.
Hey, it's Jersey Joe from Reaver of Common Sense, and we have moved to a new night and time. Every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on shrmedia.com, you will catch the Reaver of Common Sense uncensored, unfiltered, and only on shrmedia.com.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
Lonely sidewalks, silent night, bring the evening deep inside.
And welcome back to the Reaver Common Sense. Of course, I was slacking off, not paying attention. So we were talking about, Anonymous and the fake release that happened of names and the hypocrisy of them exposing and taking the hoods off of the KKK as opposed to, them hiding behind a computer screen in a mask. So, and then, Clinton Benghazi hearing and how it's eased voters concerned about email. That scares me for the future of this country. It really does. Oh, God help us. This one I saw the other day, and number one, I about died laughing. So Bill Gates, only socialism can save the planet. The world's richest man, Bill Gates. Pop-ups. Get out of here. The world's richest man, Bill Gates, has said that the private sector is too selfish and inefficient to produce effective energy alternatives to fossil fuel. Now, this is funny. This is a man who made his billions and billions of dollars through capitalism. He is not going to share his money with everybody and make them equal to him. Yes, I know he donates a lot of money. He also does that as a tax write-off. Psst, that's a tax write-off for him. Yeah, his donations are tax write-offs. But he made his money through capitalism, not through socialism. Capitalism. So he became almighty God rich. Now he doesn't want anybody else to catch up with him. And this is only socialism can stop climate change. Well, here's something. Climate change is a scam. We talk about it all the time on the show. United States, $22.2 billion a year. Worldwide, $359 billion. And this man wants to go to socialism. Yeah. So he's spending $2 billion of his own wealth on green energy. Here's the thing. He said there's no fortune to be made. I call shenanigans. Severe shenanigans. Why? Because if he puts all this money into these companies, these green energy companies, and he's able to push for regulations that make everybody go to the green energy, guess what happens? He makes more money. Just as like Al Gore tried. Al Gore pushed a bunch of BS, global warming rules, and all this stuff he was pushing, the laws that he was trying to get Congress to enact. He had money in all those companies. He had invested in those companies. And if those laws would have went into effect as he tried to push them, overnight, he would have became a billionaire. Overnight. But no. Let's keep going with the myth of global warming is real and it's about the planet. No, it's about these people's pockets. Nothing more, nothing less. And if you can't see that, well, I think you're pretty much too dumb to even reproduce. I usually don't make statements like that, but I'm just getting so tired of it. The idiocy from the left. The idiocy of this the global warming bullcrap. The shenanigans is getting way too deep with it. So, also, President Obama sat down with NBC and hopes his successor makes racially issues a top priority. I saw this. I about laughed myself to death. So, let me cue it up.
That my presidency can help to galvanize and mobilize America on behalf of issues of racial disparity and racial justice. But I do so hoping that my successor, who's not African American, if he or she is not, that they'll be just as concerned as I am, because this is part of what it means to perfect our union.
What has he done for the African Americans? What has he done for the African American community? Hasn't helped them with jobs. Hasn't helped them with anything. He's put them more in debt. He's made it harder for everybody to survive. He's bringing in illegal immigrants that are going to take the jobs that, well, it's going to put more people out of work. More Americans. Because I'm not even going to say one race. More Americans out of work. It's going to hurt all of us. What has he done for the black community? What has he done in his presidency? I can't think of one thing that is good that he has done. Not one. It just... I don't know. Are we too far gone to even straighten out this country, or are we too far down the path? And now you got Obama, who, by a leaked DHS, Department of Homeland Security memo, shows tactical offensives for 12 million illegals. Obama is trying to defy a court and forge ahead on his amnesty. President Obama is apparently going to tell the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals, and by extension, the rule of law, to take a hike. Again, he is just doing whatever he damn well pleases. This man does not know how to follow the law as a president. He does whatever he wants, whenever he wants. And the Democrats keep applauding him for it. Now remember, not just remember, Democrats. Let's say, for the sake of argument, just sake of argument, we get a Republican president. Quiet. Yeah, like I said, it's for the sake of argument. Okay, we get a Republican president. And he starts doing the exact same thing as this president has done. I do not want to hear one Democrat complain. You have backed up, you have approved, you have stood behind a president that does not follow the rules. So if a Republican president steps in and does it, shut your mouths. Shut your friggin' mouth. You have no right to bitch. If you are going to stand up and keep backing this guy, you have no place to complain when a Republican president does the same. Again, I'll use the word of the day, hypocrisy, hypocrite. So, it just... he just keeps trying to run this country down. And there's so many theories of why he's doing it. Sometimes I think he's just so egotistical and thinks he's so smart. And he surrounds himself with people that are nothing but yes men. That he doesn't realize or know what damage he's actually doing. He thinks everything's hunky-dory. That he is doing great because he has a bunch of people telling him, oh, don't listen to the Republicans. They're just upset that you're whatever lie. If that is the case. And here's the thing. Okay. George Bush was not the brightest bulb in the package. But what he did is he surrounded himself with the bright people, the smart people. A true leader does not know all the answers. A true leader surrounds himself with the right people. This president has to be the smartest man in the room, and if you're smarter, you get ejected out of the room. That is the wrong way. That's the wrong way to be. That's the ego getting in the way. I don't know what to say, except this man. And now we get issues going on. Where we're sending a little bit more troops over into Syria, and we're sending more Air Force pilots to confront Russian jets. He is going to get us into a World War III with Russia. Because all it takes is one accidental shooting of, well, an American shooting a Russian, because this man does not have the balls to step up and start a war. But all it takes is even an accusation that an American shot and killed a Russian soldier, and all hell will break loose. All it takes is one of these planes to accidentally run into each other and do damage, and a Russian pilot gets killed, and all hell will break loose. Then who are the Democrats going to blame? You don't have Bush to blame. This man does not know what the hell he's doing. All right. Remember, every Monday through Friday, noon to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on shrmedia.com and punditpress.com. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by me, Jersey Joe. Then, don't forget Wednesday nights, Reaver After Dark, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on shrmedia.com and punditpress.com. Don't forget to go to my website, reaverofcommonsense.com. Check it out. Sign up for email, newsletters, and all that happy stuff, and then click on the like button so to keep up to date on Facebook. We'll be right back after these commercial break.
Listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe.
Listening to the SHR Media Network. In a world controlled by corrupt politicians.
You got a business. That you didn't build that.
A team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean.
Dude, I'm not saying Catholic, stupid.
Sackhead Clint.
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
Also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on shrmedia.com.
Times are dark. The people are misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation looking for direction needs a guide. it needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, Pundit Press Radio, and YouTube through the SHR Media page for a different kind of commentary on the unpleasant blind guy. Because the truth is always pleasant.
Hey, it's Jersey Joe from Reaver of Common Sense, and we have moved to a new night and time every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on shrmedia.com. You will catch the Reaver of Common Sense uncensored, unfiltered, and only on shrmedia.com.
You're listening to the SHR Media Network. Yes, and hell high.
And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I'm your host, Jersey Joe. All right, we're at the last of the road. Last segment. I can tell when I'm having I think I'm having a good show. It just goes by very quickly. And that's been today's show. It's gone by very quickly. Some days, it just goes on and on. Those are usually slow news days when there's really nothing going on. We'll have it. So, let's bring up one thing. All right. We're going to bring up three things. Hopefully do the first two really quick. In Poland, Polish football fans unfurl 50-foot Stand and Defend Christianity banner at Premier League match. Polish football soccer fans unveiled an enormous anti-mass migration banner at Sunday's, I'm not even going to try, soccer game. Images from the match last night show a giant crusader defending Europe with the invading jihadists in boats labeled USS Hussein, USS Bin Laden, and USS ISIS. And it's not just a crusader defending. It is shnikes. Total brain fart. Oh my God, I can't believe I can't think of this. Knights Templar. It's a Knights Templar. And I think you're going to see an uprising in groups trying to give the appearance of Knights Templar. I don't see how it could be revived. I think we need it, but I don't see how it could be revived as it was at one time. Just weeks after Poland voted to kick out every left-wing member of its national parliament, ordinary Poles have again shown the spirit which led them to elect the National Conservative Law and Justice Party, with football fans unveiling an oversized anti-migration banner on Sunday's match. The hand-painted sheet, which is estimated to have been at least 50 feet tall and 75 feet wide, depicts boatloads of migrants preparing to land on the southern shores of Europe. Many of the boat's crews make the one-fingered ISIS salute. Defending Europe while clutching a sword and a shield showing the crescent of the football club at St. George, cross-wearing crusaders stands ready to fight the migrants. What's funny, and I've railed against Europe about it, they have bitched and bored about the United States not taking in its share. It has bitched and bored about the invasion from our south border and told us we need to have understanding. But now it's happening to them. Oh my God, holy shnikes. It is a totally different song that they are singing now. They are getting rid of their left-wing socialist idiots out of government offices because they see what has happened. And we keep getting compared. We need to be like Europe. We need to be like Denmark. We need to be like Sweden. As they all push the left wing out. They push socialism out. They are collapsing because of socialism, and they are pushing it out. So maybe they are right. We need to be like Europe and start pushing the left wing out, pushing socialism out, pushing socialism to extinction. Maybe that is what we need to do to be like Europe. Push socialism and the left wing radicals out. Those that are in power today on the left wing are the hippies of the 60s. Those that are professors are the 60s hippies. Those that are in power today are the 60s radicals. Those who are professors are the 60s radicals. Oh, come on. Oops. That's why it didn't change. All right. George Soros admits involvement in migrant crisis. National borders are the obstacles. Billionaire investor George Soros has confirmed he wants to bring down Europe's borders following the accusations made last week by Hungarian Prime Minister Orbán. Last week, Mr. Orbán accused Mr. Soros, who was born in Hungary, of deliberately encouraging the migrant crisis. This invasion is driven on one hand by people smugglers and on the other hand by those human rights activists who support everything that weakens the nation state, Mr. Orbán said. This Western mindset and this activist network is perhaps best represented by George Soros. Mr. Soros has issued an email statement to Bloomberg Business claiming his foundation help uphold European values, while Mr. Orbán's actions in strengthening the Hungarian border and stopping a huge migrant influx undermines those values. His plans treat the protection of national borders as an object and the refugees as an obstacle, Soros added. Our plans treats the protection of refugees as an objective and national borders as an obstacle. He has done the same thing here in the United States. He funds the left. He puts more money in than the Koch brothers. That's why the left throw that flag up about the Koch brothers, because they do not want you looking at them. They don't want you to see that they are being funded by a man like Soros. People need to wake up. People need to understand what's going on in this country. Marco Rubio to George Ramos. I will keep Obama's first executive amnesty in place until legislative amnesty enacted. For those that are supporting Marco Rubio for president, he agrees and he will keep Barack Obama's executive amnesty for Dreamers in place. He will keep Obama's illegal, unconstitutional executive amnesty so that illegal immigrants get rewarded for breaking U.S. law. And if these migrant workers, illegal immigrants, are such a value for economy, why are they not helping Mexico's economy? Why is Mexico allowed to build a border to the south? Because they were getting an invasion from the south. But when the United States wants to do it, it's a different story. There's not many candidates out there that are worth voting for. And Rubio just proved why he is not fit. He backs amnesty. He backs Obama's executive amnesty. All the other Republicans say first day they will remove it. And then also Rubio has been found. He's being financed by a billionaire that is for the amnesty. So Rubio has been bought and paid for by a candidate, by a rich person. What's funny is we're being pushed that there is no borders and all this, but yet we keep ICE into effect. We keep paying their money to do nothing. Are we going to need them once we get a president that knows how to enforce our borders? Countries have borders. Countries have rules. Mexico has them. Try going into Mexico illegally and see what happens to you. Try going into Mexico even legally and see how you are treated. You are considered a third-rate citizen. You will never be anything more than that to Mexico. All right, it is getting almost that time, everybody. Like I said, good show that blew by really quick. Went by too fast. I didn't even get to half of what I wanted to get to today. But remember, every Monday through Friday, noon to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on shrmedia.com and punditpress.com, you can catch the Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by Jersey Joe. That's me. And Wednesday nights, Reaver After Dark at 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on shrmedia.com and punditpress.com. Also, don't forget to go to reverbcommonsense.com. Please put in your email. So, be blasted with, not blasted, but you can keep up with the show through email updates, and click the like button and keep up to date everything Reaver on Facebook. Till tomorrow, guys. See ya.